Good morning, my dear friends. You are welcome in the series of finance, taxation, and corporate laws. Friends, today we are going to talk about one of the hot topic in the stock market or in the investment market is what are options and what are the key features of options and what are the different type of options and what are the basically advantage and disadvantages of option as a tool of investment or hedging strategy. So, in simple terms, in the layman, we can say option can refer to a choice or alternatives. In layman, it is choice or it is an alternative in layman. But when it comes to finance, it has a specific meaning, and specifically it means a kind of contract which gives the holder of an instrument, holder of an option, the right but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset at a set price by a certain date. Here, asset stands for it can be a commodity, it can be a stock, or it can be a metal as well. So, in general sense, an option is possible action or choice. When it comes to finance, the option is a kind of derivative product based on the underlying assets, as option derive its value from the underlying assets, and underlying assets, as we know, can be it can be a stock, it can be a metal, it can be a commodity, and so on and so forth. So, what are the key features of option? First, there are two party involved in option buying or selling. One is option buyer, another is option seller, or option seller is also called option writer. So, option buyer has a right, either he buy the call option or a put option, he has a right to exercise the contract. On the other hand, the seller has an obligation to fulfill the agreement. So, right, not the obligation. It means the buyer has a right to exercise the contract while the seller is obligated an obligation to fulfill if it is exercised. Underlying assets. It second characteristics of the option is underlying assets. The security, the commodity on which the option is based is called underlying asset, and the asset basis which the option is exercised is called derivative product. Third characteristics of option is strike price. The price for buying or selling the asset, if it is exercised, is called strike price. Fourth feature is expiration date. The date the contract becomes invalid or the date up to which the contract is valid. And one of the most important element of the option contract is premium, the cost the option buyer has to pay to enter into a contract is called premium. There are two basic types of financial options are available in the market. One is call option and second one is put option. Call option means right to buy the underlying asset used when expecting the price to rise. Means when an option buyer expecting the market would go up in the near future, he would exercise the call option and generate gain. On the other hand, the put option, when when the option buyer expecting that market would go down, so he takes right to sell the underlying assets and he is expecting price to go down, and what he do, he sell, he buy today and he sell in the near future. So he due to which he earned the money or earned gain. So investors use options for reason such as leveraging, such as hedging, income generation, speculations. So option trading is a complex and generally recommended for experienced investors, which may which many brokers requiring approvals. So hope, my dear friends, this is all about the basic understanding about what is the options. I know this is very complex topic. It cannot be understand overnight. It takes time to understand. Even I am using the option strategy on my daily day-to-day basic stock market strategies since 2 3 years. Even though today as on date I don't have the complete understanding about how the options runs and how the strategy to be framed. So I hope whatever information that I have shared with you is relevant and useful for you. In my next video about the finance, taxation, and corporate law series, I will come up with and I will again share one of the important topics from the field of finance and share with you. Till then, God bless. Jai Hind.